breaking news out of the UK today, where former Prince Andrew has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Now, here in the U.S., the House Oversight Committee has been investigating Epstein's crimes, and following today's arrest, the Oversight Committee Chairman, James Comer, told Fox News Digital there must be accountability for anyone who was involved in Jeffrey Epstein's horrific crimes. Now, the Justice Department's transparency is ensuring that no one is above the law, even British loyalty. Chairman Comer is with us now. I don't think anybody's really surprised by this. Here's what I guess angers me about the whole thing at the top, is not one time did Attorney General Merrick Garland ever answer a single question about these files. Why?
Well, the Democrats didn't care about Epstein until someone had the notion that Donald Trump may have been involved. And what we've seen from the millions of documents that have been released is that Donald Trump is completely exonerated in the whole Epstein saga. But what we've seen is a lot of honestly unfinished business with respect to Epstein and the crimes that he and Maxwell committed, any potential co-conspirators, and holding people accountable. I'd like to note what Britain charged Prince Andrew on, what they arrested him on, didn't have anything to do with sexual crimes. It had to do with potential treason. And that's one of the questions that we have in our investigation is how was Epstein able to surround himself with so many influential people like Prince Andrew and the Clinton family and others, and Saudi princes and people all around the world, and was there any type of spying that was going on? That's a serious question that's never been answered, and hopefully we'll be able to get the truth.
Well, he seemed like a guy that wanted to be around famous people, Bill Gates among them. I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to bring him in, but I guess what frustrates me is because Democrats, we've now learned that Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, at post-conviction, with his local conviction in the state of Florida, they were still asking this guy for money. And, for all the talk about Donald Trump 25 years ago, or around 25 years ago, he threw this guy out of the Mar-a-Lago club, which in, society in Palm Beach is a big deal, and did it publicly. He humiliated him. If the guy had anything incriminating on Donald Trump, I'm sure we would have heard about it a long, long time ago, right?
That's exactly right. That's what all the former attorneys general have said, Bill Barr and Merrick Garland and everyone. If there had been any dirt on Donald Trump, that would have leaked out because Donald Trump has that many enemies in the Department of Justice, in the deep state apparatuses that were supposed to be investigating Epstein. So with respect to Trump, I don't think there's anything there. And I think that if you look at Epstein and who the real bad people were, the real bad people were the ones who continued to communicate with Epstein after he was convicted the first time. And that's where the real bad behavior took place. That's where you have to really question anyone that was ever around Epstein. If you continue to associate with Epstein,
thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more to come.
In 2010,
then you have some
questions that need to be answered. And we're looking at what the Department of Justice did. That's one of the things I've been doing, going into the Department of Justice, looking at the unredacted version of the documents. Who all has the Department of Justice questioned before? And obviously we deposed someone this week, Lex Wexner, who was one of the co-conspirators, but he's already been investigated by the Department of Justice. We're trying to focus now the investigation on who has never been questioned by the Department of Justice, and how did, number one, Epstein accumulate so much wealth, and number two, how was he able to surround himself with so many rich, famous, and powerful people? And hopefully we'll be able to get some answers on that.
I think he showed off his plane, and what I have no idea.
Please subscribe for more.
Famous people, that's for sure. Chairman Comer, I know you'll get to the bottom of it. Thank you for the update.
Thank you for watching.
Search for Nacy Guthrie.